Hi everybody, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So I'm going to do a little get ready with me and we're just going to chat for a few minutes. I'm just putting some tinted moisturizer on. This is a tinted hydration. It's Wet n Wild and it's an excellent product. There's what the tube looks like. It comes in a variety of shades, and you can mix shades if you need to get the shade that you like best. And generally I mix shades, but this one's fine for right now. Get yourself a little, if you decide to mix shades, go to the Dollar Tree and they have the little plastic containers with the screw top. Get those and just squeeze your tubes into there and mix your shades if you want to do that. It works just fine. So I wanted to talk about DoorDash, tipping DoorDashers. And I know the title of this video is a little misleading. And DoorDash is really funny to me, DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything like that, because the person who orders the food, can tell you just leave the food at my door. Don't knock or anything, just leave it at the door. Which is what I always do whenever we do DoorDash or anything like that. But what's funny about it to me is it kind of reminds me of like a Castle Freak type situation. So I've been doing a few deliveries just to make a little extra money to pay these ungodly medical bills. And everybody's like, in the notes it says, leave at the door, please don't knock, don't ring the doorbell or whatever. And it's so funny to me because I'm like, oh, we're all Castle Freaks. We're all Castle Freaks. So it's like, leave the food at the door. And then so you go and you drop the food at the door. And then I get in my car. You don't, I do. I don't know why I said it that way. And sometimes you'll see the door open and a hand come out of the darkness and grab the food. Like thank you for feeding me. Leave the food at the door. It's just funny to me because it seems like a lot of us are like that, Wait, I can get food without any contact? Yeah, it's expensive, but it's worth it to not have to have contact with another human being. So, a couple of them want the food handed to them, but anyway, but should you tip DoorDashers? And I know that the title of this was a little misleading. Yes, you should tip your DoorDashers. They're providing a service to you. They're using their gas. They're using their car. They're putting wear and tear on their car. They're driving to the restaurant, into your house to get you your ungodly portions of food. And it's usually not healthy food. Not that that matters. You can order what you want. And yeah, you should tip them. You should tip them. They're providing you a service. And I think it's terrible. I don't like people that don't tip anyway. I'm not going to name names, but I know a couple people who tip like garbage. Like in the 80s, they would always tip $3 no matter what the meal was. In the 80s, prices were lower, so $3 seemed reasonable on certain bills. But 20 years later, I go out to eat with these people and separate bills, so me and Eric paid our own. And we usually leave more than 20% Well, always tip more than 20%. And I saw that they still only tip $3. And, you know, what was a $25 bill in the 1980s is now a $60 bill. You know, and I'm like, y'all are still tipping like that. I mean, I didn't say anything, but they really tip $3 on that bill. And I don't know, maybe I'm being hard on people, but I feel like if you can't afford to tip properly, you can't afford to eat out. That's my attitude. If you can't afford to tip your dasher, you can't afford to order food. That's how I feel about it. And you don't have to agree with me, but that is how I feel about it. You freaking tip people who are providing you a service. You tip your hairdressers, you tip your pizza delivery guy, you tip your servers. Tip people. It's gross not to. That's just my opinion. But anyway. So I'm just getting ready. I'm just doing a quick makeup. I just haven't done a video in a while. And so I saw a TikTok that old girl there, Gypsy Rose, was just doing this with Ryan and stuff because she needs to keep the views coming. And I can see that because there was no reason for that weird, unhinged apology to be, you know, made available for everyone to see. There was no reason for that. But, you know, blah, blah. It's still unhinged. Even if she did it to just get views, it's still completely unhinged, in my opinion. Like, whether she did it for views or whatever her reasoning was, it's still crazy. And then the next video she made was like, it's a new day or whatever. I feel like and maybe it is just for the purpose of views, you know, but because that's all anybody cares about, really. I mean, that's all I care about. I mean, not views, but her, like, unhinged behavior. But it's still crazy to do it, even if she is doing it for views. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I lost my little brush. I got these, and I know I've talked about it before. I got these at Five Below for $1 each, and they are wonderful. So I got a little... this is more of a highlighter, but you can use it as a bit of a concealer. Let me show you. It does have a glisten to it. But yeah, so you get this highlighter for $1, this blush for $1, and I got these two, and I got this in caramel and mocha, a bronzer stick and a contour stick, and then this blush. Let's do the blush. I want my blush kind of high. And I just use one of these to blend it out, but you can blend out with whatever tool you like to use. Do a little right here. But yeah, these are $1 each. And they're great. But the only thing, the bummer about Five Below is they'll release something like this and then you'll never see it again. Because several years ago, sort of like around when they first opened around here, I got a set of like 5 or 6 contour and concealing sticks. They were wonderful. They were by Smoke and Mirrors, but they were wonderful. And I bought them a couple times and then I've never seen them again. And I loved them. Now you can Well, you can do whatever you want, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over with just a little setting powder. What's wrong, kitty? Hi, Ellen. Here, let me finish up so I can hold you. Hi, baby. Hi, my honey. Oh, you're such a... Alan's been such a little lover boy lately. You've been such a little lover boy lately. You don't want to come here? He's so sweet. Come here. Look, you want this? You want that? Come here. Come here. Oh, you're such a good boy. Look at him. He's so big. Oh, you're such a good big boy. You're such a good big boy. Look at that face. Look at that angel. Look at my angel baby. My angel baby. Okay, well, I think that's it for this video. I'm going to go. This was just a quick get ready with me where we talk about Dashers and Gypsy Rose. And we'll talk more about it in the future. I mean, I usually don't love talking about Gypsy Rose because I feel other channels are covering her. But I mean, if I have thoughts or opinions, I'm going to share them here. So, yeah. But I'm going to go, and I will talk to everyone soon. Bye.